My experience at Jackson helped me connect the readings I did in class with hands-on experience at Jackson. I could really look at institutional racism at a young age with the students I mentored at Jackson.
The best thing about being a mentor is just knowing that the kids are really looking forward to seeing you every week, and when you miss a week, they really miss you and they wonder where you are. So when you come back, they're like, where were you? And they're like really excited to see you, and they want to hug you, but you're not allowed to hug them. You just like find a way for you guys to have that special connection.
The challenging thing about being a mentor, I think, would be just trying to relate to the kids a lot. In my case, it was like elementary students, 5th grade class. It was hard for me to relate to them because they see me as an old figure, and that's kind of sad. But yeah, once you make connections, like, it's so much easier. And also, like, learning the concepts I learned in class and trying to like teach like the younger students, like, it's not just, you know, there's certain concepts to go to the certain things that happen to them, but it's still not like they're still not understanding. I think it's just a big, like, a whole thing. So I mean, yeah, that was the most challenging.
The best thing at my experience at Jackson is having young minds that I can mold from the readings I've done in ethnic studies and about racial stereotyping and the suffrage that they've had to go through. Other people's stories really acted as a motivation, and I could apply those lessons to the kids I mentor at Jackson.
Service learning, you wanna make it such that it would be worth your time for you to remember, and also the kids to remember you after you leave. And I think one of the first things to do in order to make that difference is to actually go to service learning and learn the people you're interacting with, learn their different personalities and the kind of things that get on their nerves, so that you don't do those things. And also for them to learn you, so that you guys both know, everybody knows each other, so that nobody is getting on each other's nerves. And to make a difference, actually get engaged, like do something when you're there. Just don't like go there and sit around. Don't go there because you have to and then just end up sitting around and not doing anything with your time, because that's not going to do anything for you. I mean, you're working your hours, but what is it really worth to you? So make your time worth being there.
Experience that I had trying to understand the concept a little better. And I mean, I went to ethnic studies class, and I learned about the banking education and problem posing education. And so, I mean, I got an idea, but once I went to Jackson, like the first semester, I was with kindergartners, and the teacher used me like mainly banking education, because they were like little, I don't know, piggy banks, and just feeding off the information the teacher was giving them. So everything was new to them, and they were like so excited to learn and everything. But the teacher would often like ignore what they had to say, or what experiences they had to say, or their little stories. And now that I'm in the 5th grade class, they're more mature and they know, I mean, you know what I mean, they know how to read, they know how to do like the alphabet and everything. So I mean, the teacher uses both banking education when she needs to, when the like children aren't listening, but she also uses problem posing education, and it's she shares like some experiences that are happening in the world, and shares what happened to them, and just connects it together to the whole education. So
because the students I mentored at Jackson are so young, it does make it a challenge to simplify things so they get the message. Most of them understand because they are students of color, and they will face differences through the institutional journey due to being a minority. Jackson is a place of growth for students of color, and it advocates that school is important. Every teacher and staff member does their best to engage students. The only thing I would change would be noticing the racial microaggressions sooner than later within the classroom setting for them to go unignored.